Hello, I'm Todd Smith, and this is your appellate tip of the week. This week's tip is online court hearings have moved. In a previous video, which I'll link to here in this one, I reported that the Office of Court Administration had created this txcourts.net site for several reasons. One reason was to provide access to the appellate court's orders and opinions that were being released while the ransomware attack had taken down the court's main sites. But the other reason for this site was it provided links to the YouTube channels that courts were using to broadcast their live court proceedings. And the reasoning for that is covered in the video that I've linked here in this one as well. And I won't repeat myself on that, but the purpose of this video is just to provide an update and let you all know that the txcourts.net site, as you see here, has been removed. And there's a link back to the permanent site that was affected by the ransomware attack, and that's txcourts.gov. And so just to focus on the court's YouTube channels, which was the purpose of that last video, to make sure that folks knew that they had access to that. Let's go to the txcourts.gov site, and I'll just show you where to find those. You've got here the announcements block. To the right side, there's a link for YouTube channel directory, and that's the same naming convention that we had in the txcourts.net site. It was also YouTube channel directory. It looked a little different, but if you click on that, you'll see that you have here are the Texas courts live streams, and you can filter these to find the court you're looking for. So if you know your judge's last name, you can filter a search by the judge's last name. If you know the court number, that's another way to filter the search. If you have the location, of course, like for example, we can look at, if we search Travis County or just search Travis, then it'll give me a list of all the courts that have YouTube channels, which should be all of them in Travis County. And then I can watch, I could watch, let's say, Judge Hathcock, who's holding proceedings right now. I've got my blocker up here, so we'll just let that play through for a second. Now I can continue to YouTube, and then I'll turn my sound down, but you should see, yes, now we see Judge Hathcock's court proceeding going on at this very moment, and you see the lawyers and probably the parties who are logged in and signed into his Zoom channel. Now I shouldn't be recording this, so I'm going to pause it. There were no proceedings recorded, and this is what the access looks like to the court's YouTube channels. So if you are looking to join in on a court proceeding as an observer, not a participant, because the participants are going to have access to the Zoom link to get into this directly, this is now the place to go. The Texas Judicial Branch temporary website has been taken down, and so we're back to the primary court's website, txcourts.gov, and you can search this directory to find the court you're looking for and hopefully be able to easily click into that proceeding to observe. And then you can see there's a whole bunch of proceedings going on even as we speak. So that's it for this week's tip. We'll see you next time.